Top 10 types of people you should and should not have as friends in order to be wealthy. Tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. Are you familiar with that saying? We often adapt the attitudes of the people around us, and you can't really say no. Sometimes you can't see it in yourself, but some people can. Well, in this world, if you want to be wealthy and successful, you should be with people who have that mindset too. If you want to know what types of people I'm talking about, just continue watching. But of course, if you're not subscribed, be sure to click that shining red button and subscribe to the channel. This is Finance Boss, an awesome channel for awesome people like you. So, let's start with number 10, the heartless scammer. Don't get offended by heartless scammers. We don't mean your friend is a scammer, but rather, they do anything to make money, just like a scammer would. A person who's like this is never a good friend and can never be trusted. You don't want someone with such behavior around you. Such persons are usually described as Judases. It only took him a second to betray Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. A friend with such behavior only thinks of themselves and can easily lie to you for their gain. This means that if you have great ideas on a new project and you let them know, they can easily be bribed by your enemies to cut you out of the bag. You wouldn't want that, would you? That's why you shouldn't befriend someone with such behavior. Number 9. The get-rich-quick habits. The only difference between this guy and the heartless scammer is that they have not yet upgraded to the heartless scammer, but they will cheat people out of their hard-earned money as soon as they get the opportunity. The get-rich-quick believer is a person who's lazy at work and is always looking for a shortcut to make money fast. When you talk to them about a long-term investment, they'll feel like you're against their prosperity. Avoid this person if you don't want to end up on the same road. Instead, allow yourself to be in the company of the patient investor who believes in hard work and leveraging their resources to multiply their wealth. With such a person in your life, you'll surely be on the right path. Number 8. The YOLO spender. You probably know that when the slogan YOLO is used, some bad decisions are about to be made. It's mostly used as a justification to make a bad decision without any regrets. Now, if you have such a friend, it's better if you start cutting your ties now because you won't become rich with such an attitude. The YOLO spender is all about being happy at the moment without thinking of tomorrow. When you hang out with such a friend, it's only a matter of time for them to convince you to live that way. Now, don't get me wrong, it's good to enjoy your life today. But what of tomorrow? Enjoying yourself at the moment shouldn't be at the expense of your tomorrow because your actions today may have consequences in the years ahead. Instead of hanging out with the YOLO spender, be friends with the smart saver. This kind of friend knows how to balance life. Even though they may spend money having fun, they know about tomorrow and budget their cash flow by having just the right amount of fun they need for the day. They'll teach you that you can still have fun without sacrificing your future. Number 7. The discouraging pessimist. No one wants a friend who's a pessimist. The discouraging pessimist is the friend who's always negative and believes something bad will always happen. They keep ranting about how life is hard and unfair, and when good things happen, they tend to make you believe that it won't last long and those bad things will always overcome the good. This is the worst friend you can ever find. And they should be the first one you get away from if you want to be rich and successful. No matter how positive you are, if you have a friend giving you negative vibes, negative energy will overcome the positive energy. It's just like numbers. No matter how big a positive number is, when it's multiplied by a negative number, it loses its value and becomes negative. So, instead of the discouraging pessimist, hang around with the realistic optimist. Though life is hard and unfair, the realistic optimist will work hard to bring the odds to their favor. They love to grab opportunities presented to them, and they're always positive no matter how the situation is. Being around them, you'll realize that it's okay if you fail. Bad situations will come, and as long as you keep trying, everything will be okay. Such a friend will lead you to a path to success. Number 6. The risk avoider. The name shouts out their problem. They're the risk avoider, and they don't like things that take them out of their comfort zone. They're the kind of people who will go to an interview, see a lot of people lining up to go in, and instead of taking a seat and waiting for their turn, they'll just leave. If an opportunity has a lot of obstacles, they will simply give up and avoid it. Having them as a friend will lead you into aimlessly letting opportunities fly away right in front of you. You will fail to achieve a lot of things just because you're waiting for a simpler opportunity that won't stress you out. For your good, they're not a good friend to spend time with. The person you should spend time with is the brave analyst. With them, you'll take calculated risk and not ignore them. They'll believe obstacles are just stepping stones toward success. You'll take every opportunity that comes, and with no time, you'll find yourself on the right path to success. Number 5. The hopeful dreamer. While the discouraging pessimist negatively sees life, the hopeful dreamer wishes for a better life. They may be a positive person, but don't do anything constructive with their dreams. They have big dreams and hopes to achieve them all, but as long as they don't do anything to make them happen, that's what they'll always remain to be: dreams. The only thing the hopeful dreamer will help you with is to come up with interesting ideas. They're the most creative people in the world. With them around, you too will come up with great business ideas, but you'll be all alone when it comes to putting things into action. Instead, if you have the dream chaser as a friend, things will happen. The dream chaser is as creative as the hopeful dreamer. The only difference between the two is the fulfillment of the dream. They'll take a step further from their imagination and make their dreams come true, no matter what. With a friend like them, you'll be able to break down your dreams into steps that will be achievable. With just a little time, those dreams of yours will become concrete goals. Number 4. The spaghetti mind thinker. The spaghetti mind thinker and the hopeful dreamers are from the same family. They're more like brothers, but the spaghetti mind thinker is better as they take steps further in taking action. The only difference is that they're not focused. They like doing a lot of things all at once, and that makes them distracted very easily. They'll end up having so many half-finished projects but with no finished success to show. Spending time with such a person will make you a confused person with no settled goals. For example, today, you guys might be working on a great project, but once they get another idea, they'll leave that one hanging and start on another one by the next month. By the time the year ends, no one gets to taste the fruits of your hard work. The opposite of them is the focused doer. Just the name will assure you that they're dedicated and motivated to achieve all their dreams. They're disciplined enough to finish one project at a time without getting distracted easily. They manage to take all their goals to the finish line. Having them at your side is very important as they will teach you the power of laser point focus in attaining your goals in life. If you want a companion in your journey towards financial freedom, then they're the perfect guys. You wouldn't want to lose them. Number 3. The victim. This is the type of friend who never accepts personal responsibility for things that are their fault. They will always play the victim and find life unfair even when it's their fault. They always find someone to blame, whether it's their boss or the government, and they never take accountability for their actions. Life may seem unfair to victims, and the only way they can change their view is by knowing that hard work can also put them in a good place. Number 2. Spendthrifts. Why do we have such friends? You need to avoid friends who are spendthrifts. If you embrace such a habit from such a friend, you will no doubt become poor in a matter of days. The only way to make a spendthrift happy is by spending with them, and most of the time, it's never the cheap things they buy. Instead of hanging around such people, spend time with friends who make you save more than spend. A friend who will encourage you to open that savings account or help you invest your money. All in all, being a spendthrift will certainly not go well if you want to be a millionaire. So, avoid such a friend at all cost. Number 1. Gamblers. Gambling is good only when you're earning money, but it's only a matter of time till you lose all your money. Having a friend who gambles their way to being rich will no doubt make you think of gambling, but trust me, you wouldn't want to go in that direction. Many business owners have lost their businesses due to gambling. Sometimes, it's not the business that you end up losing. Others have lost their family and houses because of gambling. It's like an addiction that once you start, stopping will be hard. Gambling will make you believe you're going to earn millions in just a matter of seconds, when in reality, you'll be the one losing the millions. If you want to become rich, then gambling isn't your portion. Try as much as possible to avoid gamblers. Wow, that was fun! Though it's kinda common sense, sometimes we still get blind when we start having these kinds of friends, especially when we feel like we're having fun with them sometimes. we should keep our heads up and start being with people that'll help us and support us all the time. Again, this is Finance Boss. I hope you liked the video. If you did, subscribe. Bye!